Assalamu alaikum dear students. This is your science teacher Miss Kanza, and today we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter 7, sound and hearing. By the end of this chapter you will be able to understand what is sound and how is it made, how the sound travel, what is the high pitch and low pitch, and how sound travel from one place to another. First, we are going to talk about sound. What is a sound? Basically, sound is a form of energy which travels from one place to another. Our ears detect the sound from a very distant places. This is the only way from which we can ensure that's what is going around in our society or in our atmosphere. Sounds can be pleasant and unpleasant. A sound from traffic, machines, and television and radios can be unpleasant, and sometimes some sounds are pleasant, and some are nuisance. Nuisance means a sound which is not unbearable and which is dangerous for our hearing ability. It can affect our hearing ability. Now we are going to talk about that how sounds are made. Sounds are basically made when something vibrates. All the musical instruments have a single part in their structure which vibrates and create sound. For example, a guitar and in a clarinet. If we take an example of a singer, his vocal cord vibrate when he sing. We can test this by ourselves. We have to put our hand towards our throat and we have to say ah. We will be able to understand that our vocal cord do vibrate, and this is how the sound is made. Next, we are going to talk about that how sounds travel. If we take an example of a drum, we do not have to place our ear near to the drum, but we can hear the volume or the sound of a drum from a distinct distance. It means that the sound is carried to our ears by vibrating molecules in the air. For example, the drum vibrates, the air molecules are squashed together, the air molecules spread out again, the sound spread out in all directions. When the drummer hits the drum skin vibrates rapidly up and down. The vibrating drum skin makes our air molecules vibrate backwards and forward. These molecules affect the molecules next to them, the sound spread out. Within a split second, all the air molecules will be vibrating. We hear the sound when the air inside our ear drums starts to vibrate our ear drums. Sound can only move when there is a material to move through. Sound can travel through all substances, whether they are solid, liquid, or gas. If we take an example of this, in this diagram, we have been told that when there is a substance of air in this jar, then the volume is can be heard. But when we take out all the gas or all the air from this jar, then we couldn't hear any single volume. The diagram shows a pattern that can be used to prove this. With air in the jar, the sound from the loudspeaker can be heard quite clearly. As the air is pumped out, the sound grows quieter. Eventually, no sound can be heard. When the air is allowed to leak back into the jar, the sound becomes louder. It means when the air is filled in this jar, we can hear the sound. But once the air was going off, we couldn't hear a single piece of sound. Another example in which we can say that the sound travel through the water is dolphins communicate by sending out high pitched squeaks and clicks which travel through the water. Sound as a wave. When the cone of a loudspeaker vibrates, it moves in and out very quickly, stretching and squashing the air in front of it. The stretches and squashes spread throughout the air, rather like the ripples on a pond when you throw a stone into the water. These are the sound waves. When they reach our ear, they make our eardrums vibrate and we hear a sound. Loudspeaker cone moves backward and forward. In this topic, they are saying that sound travel through a type of waves. It means that waves form when the sound travels, just like this. In this, we have saying that loudspeaker cone move backward and forward so that we can hear the sound from a distinct surface or a distinct distance. These sound waves travel throughout the air and vibrate our eardrum so that we can hear sound. Model of a sound wave, in which we are going to study that what is a compression and what is a rarefaction. When a loudspeaker squashes the air in front of it, the air molecules are forced close together. This is called compression. Whenever the air molecules are close together, are forced to close together, this is called compression. And when the loudspeaker stretches out, molecules are spread out. This is called rarefaction. In compression, the air molecules were forced close together. And in rarefaction, the air molecules are spread out. This is called rarefaction. The difference between the two is that in compression, the air molecules were being squashed and were packed close together, and in rarefaction, the air molecules were spread out. All of the sound waves are a series of compressions and rarefactions. Wavelength basically is the distance between two compressions or two rarefactions. The difference between two compressions or rarefactions is called wavelength. Talking about or taking the example of this diagram, in this we have a fixed and a spring. This is the direction in which the wave is traveling, and here we are moving the spring backward and forward. Here we are stretching the spring and the air molecules are spreading out. This is called rarefaction. This is the distance between one compression and one rarefaction, which we are saying wavelength. And here you can see that the wavelengths are that the spring is being compressed. So this is called compression. The sound waves which are traveling from one place to another are called longitudinal waves. The wave on the spring and sound waves are called longitudinal waves. This means that their vibrations move backward and forward, not up and down, like waves on the sea. Now we will going to talk about that what is an oscillation. A sound wave is an example of oscillation, which means that the sound wave travel or move from backward and forward. This is called oscillation. A mass on a spring will oscillate up and down if it is pulled down and then released. So two wheels a child swings if it is pushed once. Now we are going to talk about speed of sound. Sound waves take time to travel. In fact, sound waves take about 3 seconds to travel 1 kilometer. Light travels the same distance in an instant. Light travels faster than sound. This is a chart given in which we are showing that sound is much slower than light, so you can hear the bang after you see the flash. Speed of a sound in air at 0 degree is 330 millimeter per second, air at 30 degree 350 meter per second, at water 0 degree 1400, and in concrete 5000 meter per second. This is why you see lightning before you hear it, because light travels faster than sound. If we talk about air, the speed of a sound is about 330 meter per second. Sound travel at different speeds in different material. But in general, if we say that if travel faster in liquid than in gases, it travel fastest of all in solids. Up till now, we have studied that what is a sound. Sound is like light. It is a form of energy which travels from one place to another. We have studied that we have two types of sound, pleasant and unpleasant. Sounds are made when something vibrates. All the musical instruments have vibration in them. Sound travels by the help of the vibrating molecules in the air. Sound can travel from any object, whether it is solid, liquid, or gas. Sound travels in a form of waves. It moves backward and forward so that it can create waves and that we can hear it. The sound waves vibrate our eardrums so that we can hear a sound. In a model of sound wave, we study that what is the compression and rarefaction. When the air molecules are compressed together, this is called compression, and when they are spread out, this is called rarefaction. The distance between one compression and rarefaction is called wavelength. The sound waves on the spring is called longitudinal waves. Now we will talk about oscillation. Oscillation is an example of sound wave. It moves backward and forward. Then we talk about speed of sound. We said that light travels faster than sound. This is why we can see lightning first and then we hear its sound, because light travels faster than the air. Sound travels faster in liquid than in gases. It travels even faster of all in solids. Now we are going to talk about reflection of sound, that is echoes. Everyone is familiar that what echo is. Walls and other hard surfaces reflect sound waves. When you hear an echo, you are hearing a reflected sound a short time after the original sound. It means that the sound waves bounce back and we can hear them. An echo is a reflection of our original sound which is bounced back. If we take an example of this diagram, in this diagram, a girl is sitting at 80 meters from a wall. Each time she hits the metal bucket, she hears an echo 0.5 seconds later. It means that 0.5 second is the time taken from the sound wave to bounce back and travel towards us. Okay, students, I hope you are now able to understand that what is a sound, how it is made, how it is travel, what is a compression and rarefaction, what is an echo, and what is a wavelength. Thank you so much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.